Hey everybody, welcome to Back Porch Cooking and Reminiscing. I'm Roger and glad to have y'all here with us today. So it's about 26 degrees outside and snowing, and we're right in the middle of this big winter storm that's going to affect all the way from Texas into Maine this weekend. So I decided that this would be a good day to make some homemade pancakes. So if y'all stick with us, I'm going to show you an easy and simple um, recipe to make homemade pancakes. Now I know probably a lot of you use the frozen pancakes or the box mixes, but I promise you, if you'll stay with us and make these pancakes from scratch, you're going to enjoy them much more than what you can take out of a freezer or what you can pour out of the box. Back when I was a kid, my mom used to make pancakes, and a lot of times she did use the box mix. We didn't have the frozen ones back in those days, but she would use the box mix. But every now and then, she would decide to do homemade pancakes. I always look forward to her doing the homemade ones because to me, they were just so much better. So, we're going to get started here on these homemade pancakes and we'll get you some made and let you see what they look like, and then we'll give them a taste. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get us 1 cup of flour. And as y'all know by now, I only use white lily, and this is all purpose. It's not self-rising. So make sure you're using all purpose flour. To me, it just makes better anything unless the recipe calls for self-rising. Okay, now to that, we're going to add 2 tablespoons of sugar, 2 tablespoons of baking powder, and 1 teaspoon of salt. So I've got all of that in here, so we're just going to pour that in. All right, and then we're going to take us a fork. We're just going to kind of mix all that up just so that we can kind of incorporate all of it into the flour. All right, once we get it kind of mixed in there, we're ready to add in our wet ingredients, which is going to be 1 cup of milk, and we're going to add in 1 egg and 2 tablespoons of oil. Now, I've already got the egg and the oil in here, so we're just going to add that in. And then something that I like to do with mine, a lot of recipes don't call for this, but I think it just makes your pancake better, is we're going to put in just a quarter teaspoon of vanilla extract. Doesn't take much. All right, so we got that in there. Now we're just going to mix all of this together until we get our batter going. It doesn't take but just a minute to mix this up. You want to scrape along your sides just to be sure you get your flour all mixed into this, because it does want to stick to the sides a little bit. And you just want to mix it up until it looks pretty smooth. Of course, you know that all pancake batter has got lumps in it and that they cook out as the pancakes cooking. So that's how we want to get it to where it's just got a few little lumps left in it. So I believe that that's got us done. That didn't take just maybe 30 seconds or so to get it to that point. So now we're ready to start cooking. So now I've put us some butter in the pan, about a tablespoon of butter, and we're going to cook our pancakes in butter. So I'm using a third cup. And if you want to make smaller pancakes, you can use a bigger or a smaller cup, but this is the size I'm going for. So we're going to take our pancake mix and move it over here a little closer to the skillet. And we're just going to pour it in. I like to make pretty good sized pancakes. I don't like to make little bitty pancakes, but and of course, if you're feeding more people than what I'm doing here, you just double the recipe or triple the recipe or whatever that you need to do with it. I'm going to try to get us three. I don't think we can get three in there, so we're going to let those cook and then we will flip them over here in just a minute. Now, when you start seeing the bubbles on top of your pancakes, you know they're ready to flip. So let's go ahead and get these flipped over. All right, got them flipped over there. And that side will be done here in just a minute. Won't take long at all. All right, y'all. So here's our finished product. We've got three pancakes. I got a little bit of sausage there and a slice of orange. And we're using log cabin syrup, which I love this stuff. So if you haven't ever tried log cabin, next time you're in the store, stop by and get you some. I think you'll really enjoy it. All right. So we're going to let this cool just a minute and then we'll be back and we'll give it a taste. All right. So we got us some on a fork and get us a little extra syrup on there. And we are ready to try these. So here it goes. We're going to give it a shot. Hard to chew and talk at the same time. These are delicious. The syrup goes great with it. I'm sure the sausage will go great with it. And y'all give this a try and see what you think. I think you'll really enjoy it. It's something that you can make pretty quick and easy. Um, you don't have to use cast iron. Of course, I like cooking in cast iron, but you don't have to use cast iron. You can use just a regular frying pan and non-stick if you got it. And make this. Try it out. I think y'all will enjoy it. And remember, hit that like and subscribe button. And hope y'all have a great day. Looks like it's quit snowing here for a few minutes. And so we're going to just sit around and eat pancakes and see what this weather does. Thank y'all for being with us.